YouTube, it's your girl, came back with another video. So in today's video, I'm sure you guys can tell by the title, we are going to be doing a frontal ponytail. Well, this style exactly. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning supporter, thank you for coming back. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your family, you know, help me grow. But yeah, so this is not really like a frontal ponytail. It's really a frontal like messy bun. I got a little curl here, you know, trying something different. And I don't want to say it's like a tutorial, it's more or less like watch me do it, but can you guys, I'm in love, like, but if you want to see how I got this hair, then stay tuned. So at this portion of the video, you guys will have seen the finished product. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it turned out great. So I'm going to be unboxing a bundle of hair that Constance Annan, CEO of Juicy Hair Fair. Speaking of which, you guys can use my code Kim to get money off. But she was so kind to send me this. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a backstory because this frontal and this closure is also from her. So you guys know I consider myself to be creative. Like, I'm very crafty. I can do a plethora of things. And I decided to make lace tint. You guys know that I tint my fabric. Not my fabric. This is fabric dye, by the way. That's where I got that from. But I tint the lace on my frontals and closures with fabric dye. One, it's cost effective and it works for me. You know, do your own research. I'm not even sure if you're supposed to put it on something that's going to be touching your head or your hair, but again, it's been working for me. So I decided I was going to make some lace tint, but I needed lace to test it out on. So I reached out to Constance. Again, she's the CEO of Juicy Hair Fair. And I asked her, you know, do you have any excess lace? Now, when I asked her for excess lace, I'm thinking she's just going to send me what has already been, like, cut off. Now, she said she had defect lace. Again, in the back of my mind, like, I don't want to say I didn't know there was such a thing as defect lace, but it just didn't really click in my head. So when I got the package in the mail, I'm not thinking it's going to be a frontal and a closure. I'm literally thinking it's just going to be just the excess piece of lace. So that's the reason why I didn't unbox it here for you guys on my channel. So I apologize for that. I just wasn't expecting it to be a frontal and a closure. So after I figured out the lace tint, so you guys can already tell, like, I tinted the lace, I plucked it, I bleached the knots, I did everything I was supposed to be ready for this, to hopefully get this style to be the way it's supposed to be. Like, it's like 3:20 a.m. but this is the only day I'm gonna have to film. But let's get back to it. So after I got it, I'm like, well, you can't, I don't want to say you can't threaten me with a good time, but like, you can't give me hair and not expect me to want to be able to make something out of it. Like, it's just, the wheels in the back of my head are turning. So I was like, well, I might as well do something with it. So she sent me the bundle of hair. I'm gonna unbox that for you guys here on camera. The other part of it has my address, so I won't show you, but we will turn this over. You guys know I unbox everything, but again, I just wasn't expecting it, so I apologize. But I asked for one bundle of 28 inches. Now this is curly. Now, speaking of which, obviously I mentioned to you guys, is a defect lace product. One thing I could really appreciate about her is that she does do really good product inspection. So not only does she wash the bundles herself and make sure that they're up to par by measuring them, but if it's not where it's supposed to be, she's not going to send it to you. I mean, you just gotta love the quality in that service. So obviously you guys get a card that tells you about the hair that you pricked up. So it tells you about the, come on, I don't know what has been going on with my camera here lately. It just doesn't, I'm gonna turn this to the side. It just really just does not want to focus on me, but that's not what this video is about. So I got one bundle of 28 inches. I thought back to myself, like, maybe I shouldn't have gotten 28 inches because one might be a bit much for the bun. But then I was like, maybe I can wear it out in a ponytail. So we'll see. But she sent me over this bundle. Now, you guys know she always recommends anytime she sends you hair. Do you guys see, like, the way, like, I'm looking at my monitor behind my camera. This looks so good. It smells good too. Looks so good. But she always recommends that you co-wash it before you install the hair. But for me, one, it's going to be in a bun. It's going to be kind of like a messy bun situation is the goal that I'm going for. So to co-wash it, it doesn't make any sense. And then two, like, I wouldn't be able to film again this week. So I have no choice but to not co-wash it. And I want to say and just hope that everything turns out fine, because I know it will, because I'm just OCD like that. But yeah, so we are going to get into, I know you guys are probably wondering what's under this bonnet. yeah, I took out my my wig ready braids in preparation for this style. Now next week is wash day, so and I have everything here that I need. Now, like I said, I think I mentioned, I can't remember, I already tinted the lace and bleached the knots, and I also plucked the hairline. I hope I did a good enough job, because again, this is my first time doing this. And then I have everything here that I need. Now really quickly, I just want to touch on some things. Like, if I'm on my channel and I'm recommending anything to you guys, you know, obviously I'm a brand ambassador. If you guys haven't been here before, you can use my code Kim to get money off. But if I'm recommending something to you guys on my channel, whether I'm a brand ambassador or not, it's because I'm having a great experience with it. Now, if you guys want, you can do your own research, whatever works for whoever it works for. But these are just the things that work for me. So with that said, I'm going to be going in with my Erica J Hold Me Down adhesive. Now, I did already go in and wipe the top of my head with alcohol just to make sure that it's perfectly cleansed. And then I also have the adhesive skin guard. And what kind of inspired me to be able to do different things and install hair is actually the Erica J Hold Me Down, because it is really that good. So see, I'm pitching something to you guys that I'm not getting paid on. It's not... If you guys know me, I know I interact with quite a few of my supporters on my channel. It's not about the money. It just really isn't. If I'm recommending something to you, it's because I really believe in it. Really believe in it. What I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go a little bit more in detail in my weekly vlog, but let's just get to installing this. So I'm gonna part it, and I had my own thoughts on how to install this frontal ponytail, so I'm glad that I decided to look up videos. Now, I don't really care if this part is straight because no one's gonna see it, but I'm glad I decided to look up videos on how to do this, because had I not I would have done something completely different. But the other reason I wanted to do this, because obviously I wanted to try out this style, but I also want to let you guys know, like, if you don't want to do like a wig or a weave, there are other alternatives if you decide to purchase hair from Juicy Hair Affair. So, alright, I think that's going to be as good as it's going to get tucked wise. And I really don't want to comb this out. We'll see. Yeah, I really don't want to comb that out. Might have to. We'll see. I'm going to try to figure out how to tuck my hair under this bun, because I don't want to leave a lot of my hair, my ponytail, in the ponytail, if that makes any sense. I don't know what's the best way to say it, but I don't want to leave a lot of my hair in that ponytail for this style. So okay, so that is my ponytail, or should I say my double ponytail at this point, because that's the best that I'm going to be able to get with my natural hair. Now, everything that I saw said to make sure that your ponytail is flat. So, without putting any heat in my hair, now the one benefit again is because my hair was pre-stretched, because it was already in a protective style underneath my wig, so it worked out a little bit good. So that is that. I am going to dry it. Just because I feel like it should be dry. Then I'm going to go with my $10 blow dryer that I got from Walmart. I've had this for years too. I don't know how long I've had it. I don't think it's quite 10 years yet, but it's been a while. I can't really see myself spending more than 10 bucks on a blow dryer just because I don't use it that often. So what's the point? And there's a cool setting on this blow dryer. That's what I'm going to use, because you guys know I don't like putting heat on my hair. Okay, now let me get this girl off of here before she keeps stealing my spotlight, or should I say my autofocus on my camera. So one of the videos that I watched was by someone called Easy Breezy, because again, you guys know I'm not a stylist, and she mentioned having an elastic band on the frontal until you have it installed. So I had an old elastic band just sitting here, and I just put it on there just specifically to be able to install this. So she says go ahead and line it up. Now hopefully it's tight enough. I would say I need more lace tint on this. Oh, this hairline is nice. Y'all see how I pluck? Y'all see how I pluck that? And I did over bleach the knots. You guys know I'm a fan of over bleaching the knots. I think it helps it to look really natural. Now, do y'all see that? I put a little bit of hairspray just to hold it back, but it looks so good. So, alright. I'm going to start off by putting my adhesive skin guard on here. Let that dry. I forgot how good that stuff smells. So I'm going to go in and put a little bit of hairspray on my hairline. The gel that I use is the one my friend Marcia got for me. I don't think it's meant to be like a heavy hold. And once I put the frontal on, what happened was that it pulled some of my hairs forward, and normally I get glue on my hair and I don't really care, but I'm really trying my best to do a proper install because, you know, maybe I might keep it on for a week. We already know the adhesive is nice and waterproof, so definitely want this to stay on. I'm gonna go back under the blow dryer for a little bit. Okay, so that is as dry as it's gonna get. Now let's see. This is the tricky part. Hopefully that light doesn't throw off this view at all. I'm gonna mark it because I've seen people mark it before, and I'm new to this and I really don't want to mess up. Alright, so I think I figured out where I'm gonna put the glue. Now I saw in her video she said that you should cut the lace off first. I don't know how comfortable I feel with that. Cut like little pieces in the lace. But I think I may need the extra grip and then let me make sure that's centered. Alright. I'm gonna put 2 layers just cause like I really want this to work out. Now keep in mind, I mentioned to you guys before, you don't need a blow dryer when using the Erica J Hold Me Down adhesive. But since this is my first time, I figured it better be safe than sorry. So that's why I'm using it. So not because I need to, just because I want to. So far, probably could have tinted this lace a little bit better. I'm probably gonna have to put on some powder on it. I just didn't want it to be too dark. You guys already know, if you've been on my channel, that I mentioned to you guys that I've done that before, so did not want to make that mistake twice. But this glue, guys, if you haven't tried this glue is the truth. It'll change your mind about gluing down an install, I promise. So I'm gonna go in and do the same thing on the sides. Now the ear tabs I'm definitely gonna have to cut. Oops, oops, oops. Ah, dang it. Ah, I think it's time to take this elastic band off. It helped a bit. If this glue wasn't the truth, I'd be mad that I just got glue on this lace. But this glue is really, really good. My rubber band popped. I hate having to do that, but there's no way this install is going to work without it. Might have cut off too much on that side, but what are you going to do? And I'm not a fan of baby hairs, but I am going to do it because I think it's necessary for this style. I'm trying to cut this in a zigzag pattern. I don't know if you guys can see. You guys probably can't see. Now I see why they tell you cut the lace off first. Because it is a doozy, honey. But it was definitely easier to work with cutting the lace off after. So before I tie it down, I'm going to go in with some of my concealer NW45 and just kind of blend in. So I know they also say you want to go in and use like an HD frontal, but her lace is amazing. So I don't think I need an HD anything. I feel like that looks crazy on camera, but in person it looks really good. Trying to get off that excess glue. Let me tie this down and work on this ponytail. And like I mentioned, I'm gonna do baby hairs also, so I'm gonna do sideburns too. So I'm gonna go in and use a scrunchie because I don't know if you guys saw, but like mid-video my rubber bands, they just popped. Now I've had those rubber bands for a while, so they could just be a little old, but I don't need this rubber band and this ponytail that I'm about to do right now to pop because this is crucial. So I'm just gonna go in and use hairspray. The hairspray that I'm using, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention earlier, is the Keratin Complex. It's a soft hold. I don't think I really need anything else for this hair, so just gonna spray that on, and I'm being pretty generous with it. I'm gonna take this down really quickly. I don't feel like it's smooth. Oh, it's smoothish. Oh, that looks so good so far. But I feel like it needs to be a little bit smoother over here, so. Do you guys see how I plucked that hairline? Yo, I'm so excited. I'm so glad I decided to do this. Yeah, I'm gonna go with more hairspray. Because why not? You know what I mean? Gonna brush this up again, but I'm gonna do it with this little brush. Tie this again. I need to start doing this more often. Doing different styles. I do actually have another style in mind that I am gonna do. So stay tuned. That's gonna be coming in another few weeks. So while this dries, even though I know the glue is dried, I'm gonna go in and do the rest of this ponytail. Do y'all see that? Now part of me wants to sew it in the event that I want to let the ponytail down, but then the lazy part of me is like, girl. So nothing major. I just braided in the hair from the frontal with my hair, and again my intended style is a bun. Alright, so I just wrapped that under just a little, and now I'm gonna go in and figure out how, don't want that to fall, but figure out how I want to do this bundle, because again I'm not sure if I want to have it like hang, like it's cute hanging, or if I really just want it, I want the option to be versatile. You guys always hear me say on my channel, like I like to be able to rock something more than one way. So I am gonna sew it. Sorry, I keep smelling it. The bundle smells good. The bundle smells good. I'm just gonna like double it and just sew it just to get the process done a little bit faster, because if not, I'll be here forever. I already told you guys it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, because this is the only day I was gonna have to film this video. Because if you follow me on Instagram, support me on there, you would have seen where I actually posted a picture or a video on this style, because I'm gonna do a makeup video next. The way this bun is about to have me feeling about myself, and I already like the way the frontal looks, even though it's not an HD frontal. So don't worry about those people who say you need an HD frontal. You can do it with a regular frontal and have it still sit just as flat and look just as natural. Now I'm gonna wrap this pretty tight because my ponytail is pretty thick, especially since I bundled it, and I'm just too lazy right now to try to get it to be any thinner. Like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. No, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Because I just told
How
y'all
would they know?
I'm not watching the content. So I'm just wrapping this around and then just making sure it's really, really tight when I do so. This way it can hold in my braid. So that is installed. I don't want to say it looks a little crazy, but it kind of looks a little crazy. I was actually wondering if this was going to be full enough. Like, would I need more than one bundle? But you guys can see. It is full, honey. It is full. Yeah. Because you know, once you get longer with hair, the bundles get shorter, like the wefts get shorter. So I'm like, oh, it's not going to be thick enough. No, it's thick enough, honey. Now, the good thing is that this is going to be a messy bun. And I kind of want it a little big, but my hair is definitely really thick underneath. Now, that's not it, but that actually doesn't look bad. Oh, my real hair is ruining my life. I'm going to take this off. Not to say like I feel like I can't see, but I think it's dry. I got to fix the lace to make it match, but just how the way it's laying, like, what? I'm probably gonna go, let me go in and use my contour. Does it match better with my contour? It does. Knew that was gonna be the hit, was the contour. So I'm going in with MAC Blunt, which is what I use to contour my face. And you don't need an HG closure, you don't need an HG frontal. Her closures, her frontals, they are very, very natural looking. Maybe that's gonna be the next thing that I test out, is some lace tint. Yo, I plucked the mess out of this. Yo, I am so proud. Like, if you guys would have seen, I probably should have taken the before picture. Didn't even think, but if you guys would have seen like how this looked, and you guys know I'm not like the best when it comes to plucking, but if you guys would have seen like how this looked before I plucked it, what? I'm getting good. By now you guys know I'm OCD, but do you guys see that? I need to fix this ponytail because it's gonna ruin my life. Maybe I'll try bringing it forward. Oh, that's better. Everything's better until I wrap this. Why did I get this ponytail so long? Until I wrap it around a few times and then it looks, then you don't see the curls and it looks crazy. Like, the whole point of it being a curly ponytail is for me to be able to see the curls, and I can't see the curls. I'm gonna put a hairpin in it to kind of hold it forward. Because I feel like once it stays where it's supposed to, I'm not gonna have a problem with wrapping the hair around. The problem is not the hair, the problem is my hair. My hair's just too thick. Yep, that's much better. I'm gonna tuck this underneath here. I'm saying take one, have it hang, and it's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be messy. Let's hope that when I sleep, you know, I don't lose all this hard work. Probably gonna lose all this hard work. That's how life works anyway. So last I used my spray bottle, it was in my bathroom. And I got a glimpse of this frontal. Now, in my view, it looks crazy, but in a bathroom, it looks flawless. I love trying new things because of YouTube. Alright. So we're just going to have one curl hanging. Maybe. It's really long. Maybe I'll just wrap it around because it looks a little out of place, I should say. Or I'll wrap it and tuck it and then have it hang. That's much better. Maybe I want to say I'm going to hold off on making a wig because I do want to do one more style with this frontal before I make a wig. Stay tuned. I don't know when that video is coming, but hopefully in the next couple weeks. Now, it's baby hair time. I'm going to put this back for now. I'm not really a baby hairs person, but I feel as though the style calls for it. So we're gonna go in, and I don't like hard baby hairs, so I'm gonna use this mousse that I picked up from Sally's. Hopefully it focuses. It was the best one that they had in stock at the time. So yeah, I'm gonna go in and use the top of this lid for this bowl that I have here. Normally I put got to be glued gel and freeze spray, but it's whatever I need it for at this point in time. That is sitting, honey. Oh yes, come through, baby hairs. You know, I think I want to be a hairstylist. I really just like making people feel good about themselves. Okay. It looks good in my mirror, so hopefully it doesn't look crazy on camera. I just lifted up a piece of my lace. Oh, I'm so mad I did that. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm so mad I just did that. I don't know if the mousse did it or what, but I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. Not necessarily a straight part, but a part. I'm gonna spray some hairspray just on this brush, on this edge brush. Probably should have did that for the baby hairs. I'm not even thinking. And I'm just going in with some mousse and just applying that to the pieces that I have left out. Because I kind of want it to be like a wet look. Do y'all see that? I'm gonna, I mean, obviously by now I would have put an inspiration on the screen so you guys can see what my style inspiration was for this. But I'm gonna go with I bodied it. Now, because I over bleached the knots, it looks a little crazy at the roots. I'm going to go in with my eyebrow brush and just comb that in just a tidge, just so that it looks more natural. Alright, so I'm going to tie it again just before I do my makeup because I want it to stay. But I am in love with this style so far. In love. So this is the finished hair. Obviously, I beat my face. Video coming soon on how I achieved this makeup, but I absolutely love it. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, and I didn't think it would come out as flawless as it came. I mean, like lace wear. Like, do you guys, my first time, you know, just watch a couple of videos, I feel as though I slayed it. You guys can comment down below, let me know what you think. Even the baby hairs, you know, like everything, it just all came together. Like I absolutely love it. I mean, there are so many options available with hair. Like, you know, why not pick up a bundle of hair or two, because I'm going to be doing another style with this frontal, because this frontal is everything right now. For a defect frontal, defect wear, I mean, like I said, I can appreciate the fact that she's not going to sell you something that doesn't, you know, work or look good or is up to her standards. But baby, I see no defects. And do you guys see how I plucked this hairline? What? Get into it, honey. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you've, you know, stayed tuned and watched, you know, all the trials and tribulations. But that wraps this video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.